Last 20 seconds.
Good day, sports fans, and welcome to Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. I'm Cheska Calao, together with my partner, Alexis Tinsay.
Good afternoon, Cheska, and to the rest of our viewers. Exciting times for Team Philippines with several Filipino athletes already making waves at the prestigious biennial meet.
And that's right, there's still a lot in store for the largest Philippine delegation at the Games, over 1,600 athletes. And we will try to bring you closer to the action right here.
And we'll be showing you highlights of the winning moments of Team Philippines together with our correspondents all the way from Thailand for more insights and, of course, detailed reports.
But before all that, let's take a look at our medal tally. The Philippines has already won a bunch of medals, including 2 golds. Hosts Thailand are still in the lead as of 11 a.m. today with 19 gold medals, 13 silver medals, and 10 bronze medals for a total of 42 medals. They are followed by Indonesia in second place with 5 golds, 9 silvers, and 7 bronzes for a total of 21 medals.
And now at the third spot is Singapore with 5 golds, 4 silvers, and 5 bronzes in a total of 14 medals. The Philippines currently in 6th place with 2 golds, 2 silvers, and 10 bronzes. But the Philippine contingent is tied with Malaysia with an identical medal tally. And you know what? We got 1 bronze, 1 new bronze care of Mark Alexander Lim after winning the repechage round of the men's jiu-jitsu Newaza 69 kg event.
All right, congratulations to Mark. And the action has definitely picked up for Team Philippines. And later today, we've got a big one in volleyball as the Alas Pilipinas women's team take on host nation Thailand.
Now, to give us a preview of that sizzling matchup, we have with us this afternoon Denise Tan, all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. Hello, Denise. What do you got for us?
Hello, good afternoon, Cheska and Alexis. Cheska, you are right. It is going to be a big one for the volleyball team later on. And with a blend of young talent and seasoned vets, the Alas Pilipinas women's volleyball team braces again for their biggest test yet as they take on the powerhouse team Thailand at the Huamark Indoor Stadium in Bangkok at 6:30 p.m. Oras dyan yan sa Pilipinas. Head coach Jorge Souza de Brito acknowledged Thailand's dominance and home court edge, noting that the 18-time SEA Games champion continue to set the standard in the region. He said, and I quote, "We may have little time for preparation, but the heart is here. That is all we need," end quote. Now, setter and team captain Gia Morado de Guzman also chimed in, saying the Philippines has faced Thailand numerous times over the past 2 years, but never quite knows what the Thais will bring. The defending champs always comes in with 100%, which is exactly what Alas expects tonight. But at the same time, Gia said Alas women also expect themselves to deliver their best and that they can use this matchup to measure where they stand against one of Asia's perennial volleyball giants. Cheska, Alexis?
Thank you, Denise. And Denise Tan knows volleyball, so we're not gonna let you go just yet. We have a few questions. I'll go first. So, from what you've seen, are Alas women primed to surpass its 4th place finish from the 2023 SEA Games?
Cheska, I've got to be honest with you. It's a tough forecast to make. First off, we are going up against Thailand. It's been said over and over. It's all people can talk about online. But for a reason, not only are they the defending champs from 2023 in Cambodia, but they've actually been defending the gold since 1997. So that's what, 13, 14 consecutive golds for you. Isama mo pa dyan, check yung sa pool natin, ang kasama natin ay Singapore. So back in 2023, they finished 5th. So even if we get a win over Thailand, and that's gonna be a huge win, pero dahil 4th place finisher ang Pilipinas nung Cambodia, 5th ang Singapore, that could still be a tight match between the two countries. And one of the biggest news that we had yesterday also is that Cambodia has decided to withdraw from the SEA Games, and there are news that going around that there would be no changes in the schedule, meaning Cambodia's games would be automatically forfeited. Now at this point, hindi pa natin alam who will benefit the most from the automatic win.
You're right
Check.
on that. Now, Denise, you talked about in your report our, of course, veterans, but also there are young guns chiming in fresh from college. So aside from the usual suspects, which players should the Filipino volleyball fans follow closely this SEA Games?
Alexis, the easy answer would always just to say all of them because this is a new team. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, parang there are only 2 players from the 2023 lineup that is included in this year. That would be team captain Gia de Guzman and Del Palomata. But I mean, if we really have to pick, of course, Bella Belen, who is a 3-time UAAP MVP. She's a first pick in the PVL. You have Shaina Netura, who's been breaking records left and right in her rookie year. You also have Alyssa Solomon, who has always been a steady force from the opposite side. And I'm also as a former setter, I'm also very interested to see how setters will fare, talking about Julia Coronel and Mars Alba, if in case they would have to sub Gia, every now and then.
You're right about that. I actually heard Gia de Guzman talking about how they did have little preparation, but they're actually banking on familiarity because it's going to be 2 times in a row that they've already trained and competed together. So what else do we know about this Thai team? Are they as strong as they've always been, like what you said? And is it also possible to overcome their home court advantage as well?
Oh, home court. I'll address the home court first. I've heard from the players during the opening ceremony na sold out na daw yung venue, and majority of the attendees, the crowd would be Thais, of course. Kahit daw yung family members nung Las Pilipinas mismo nahihirapan daw maghanap ng access inside the court. Now, to talk about the strength of the Thai team, we cannot talk about the Thai team without talking about the 7 legends. The 7 legends played for Thailand for nearly 20 years. I'm talking about Plumjit Tingkao. You have Nut Saratomkom, which is a legendary setter for Thailand. I can talk. There's so many names that I could say. But before they retired, before the 2023 SEA Games, there were already players who were replacing them slowly. You have Chachuon. You have veteran setter as well, Pornpoon, who's actually 32 years old right now. She's been with the team for like 12 years. This is the kind of standard that Thailand sets for their volleyball team. There is continuity, very good program, very good system, and familiarity will never be questioned. So yes, strength will always be there. And I don't know, you have to give maybe not just 100, 200% if you want to have a chance to get a win against Thailand.
All right, one last question for you, Denise. What is the projected finish of Alas women in this edition of the SEA Games, and how tough will it be to reach that goal?
Projected finish, you always want to be positive, Jack. You always want to target at least a podium finish. How possible would it be? We don't know. Again, ang daming factors. We're going up against Thailand. We're going up against Singapore that could be tightly contested. How will the standings change because of the withdrawal of Cambodia? It's really hard to say right now. All we can do really is hope for the best for Alas Pilipinas and continue cheering on for the team.
All right, thank you so much, Denise Tan, for the insights, and we'll talk to you again soon. When we return, we'll recap the medal haul of Team Philippines from yesterday's action in the 33rd Southeast Asian Games.
Energy is high here at the Indoor Athletic Stadium, where the men's handball event is set to kick off. Team Philippines is taking on the SEA Games stage for the very first time, taking on Vietnam in this debut showdown.
Handball has been around for over a century, but today marked a first for the Philippines as the national team made their SEA Games debut. Joining regional powerhouses such as Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and Vietnam, the team's opening assignment was a tall order, taking on the defending champions in Vietnam. Despite the challenge, the Philippines showed no signs of first-stage jitters. In fact, they drew first blood just 46 seconds into the match. As the game unfolded, both teams exchanged runs, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. But in the final minutes, it was Vietnam's experience and composure that prevailed, finishing with a 27-25 victory over the Philippines. Top scorer Jerby Dariada could barely hide his emotions after a tough loss, reflecting on what the experience means for him and his teammates and how it will fuel their preparation for upcoming games.
Sayang yung laro namin. Nasa momentum na kami, may opportunity kami na ipanalo. Pero sa malungkot na balita, kinapos kami konti, pero babawi kami next game po.
Meanwhile, Coach Jamel Pangandaman highlighted the miscues that cost the team several points, but shared the story of how this group of players came together and why he remains optimistic for a strong bounce-back performance in their next outing.
In terms of performance, I think there were miscues, errors, pero overall, I think yung performance ng team is still good. We had some errors, but we'll definitely learn from those errors and we'll move forward and correct those errors so we can be a better team.
Reporting live from Shonburi, this is Bea Escudero. Tibay at Tatag mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd SEA Games.
Our coverage of the 2025 Southeast Asian Games continues here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. In case you missed it, the second gold medal of the Philippines came courtesy of our Filipina swimmers. Kayla Sanchez, Heather White, Chloe Isleta, and Shandy Chua bagged the gold medal in the women's 4x100 freestyle relay on Wednesday in Bangkok, Thailand. The team clocked 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 26 seconds to conquer the event and edge out second placer Singapore. Filipino-Canadian Kayla Sanchez sealed the victory as the last swimmer. Congratulations to the Filipina tankers. And you know, Alexis, I had the honor of covering the Philippine team in the swimming event in 2023 back in Cambodia.
Wow.
And their final medal tally in Cambodia was 2 golds, 6 silvers, and 8 bronze medals.
That's amazing.
So, we have 1 already.
Yeah.
We have 1 gold. And I have no doubt that we will be hauling more because Shandy is a national record holder for multiple events. Chloe Isleta, we've seen her in several SEA Games. She's also medaled in pretty much every SEA Games that she's been in.
You're right, and actually I got to watch the interview a while ago and they were just so happy celebrating that their actual first competition was a relay. So they had to start it with a group and ended with a group.
And you know, it's always, the culture in the swimming team in the Philippines, if I may just share these stories, because we love to give our athletes their flowers.
You're right.
They deserve to be recognized. The culture is, even if, let's say, it's a women's event, you'll see all the men, the male swimmers, cheering them on. If it's the men's event,
The women
are there all cheering. And it's just, you know, you see how these athletes represent our country. You see how they support each other because they know the struggle, they know the sacrifices, they know everything that it takes to represent the country at that level. So it's just wonderful seeing everyone lift each other up. And I know that when these ladies won the gold, everyone was probably screaming,
together with us.
of course.
If you were watching the video as well with the ongoing yesterday, there was a huge gap for Team Philippines leading. There was, and indeed, like when you saw everybody on the line, everybody was celebrating and rooting because the commentators just kept on screaming, Philippines, Philippines, Philippines. And with that, also showing out for Team Philippines is its baseball squad. So yesterday, the reigning champions stayed undefeated with a close win against host country, Thailand. We were talking about that yesterday. We were saying that this is such a big game against Thailand, and they actually got it. Baseball Philippines versus Thailand. We're really going to see a lot of them more and more. Again, just before the SEA Games, they already had 4 wins predominantly. And with that, the Philippine baseball squad closed out the match with a couple of runs to escape their Thai rivals and remain unscathed in the elimination round, down 7-6. Now a grounder by Erwin Busito and a throwing error by Thailand allowed Ferdinand Liguayan and Sergio to score the winning runs. With a 5-0 record, the Philippines punched its ticket to the finals against the Thais once again. Now the Filipino batters still have one more game today to finish off the elims. Now we were talking about how excited are we when it comes to all the martial arts, all the major ball games, but then let's not forget how dominant our baseball team Philippines is. They're actually ranked world number 24 as of the moment.
I love that because again, like we get to see athletes in more sports in the Southeast Asian Games. We have baseball, we have handball, we have, you know, all these events that give our Filipino athletes, you know, their chance to shine. And as you mentioned, we are actually very strong in baseball. So we love to see it. Let's go, Laban Pilipinas. We love this. All right, the Philippines had a medal haul yesterday. Let's now take a look at the other Filipino athletes who made it to the podium so far. So of course, after after our Filipina tankers gave the Philippines its second gold medal. Gian Christopher Santos won silver in the swim 200-meter medley. 3 more bronze medals were added yesterday to give Team Philippines a total of 9 bronzes. But I think, again, a while ago, we had 1 more bronze added to that.
You're right. Now, when we come back, we'll take a look at what's ahead for Team Philippines at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games when we return.